UFC Fight Night Hermansson vs. Pyfer takes place this Saturday, February the 8th. This is the MMA Casuals Guide. Stay right here. Let's start as we always do with the main event. We'll start with the red corner, Jack Hermansson. Jack the Joker Hermansson is back in the UFC octagon this weekend for his 17th time. A long-time veteran of the promotion, Hermansson has faced a who's who of the UFC's middleweight division and is generally loved by all fighters and fans. The Swedish-born Hermansson is a ferocious grappler who has the ability to end the fight against anyone on the ground. However, recent losses against guys like Roman Dolidze, Sean Strickland, and Marvin Vettori have moved Hermansson out of the top 10 for the first time in a long time. The veteran has claimed that the goal still has not changed. He wants to become a UFC champion. In order to crack back into that top 10 and restart his journey for gold, Hermansson needs a win this weekend. And of course, that's easier said than done against Joe Bodybags Pyfer. B. Joe Pyfer, one of the UFC's fastest rising stars. Joe Pyfer brings his undefeated UFC record of 3-0 to the cage with him this weekend. Joe Pyfer, of course, is one of the many stars that Dana White's Contender Series has brought us, and is further proof that the Contender Series has super high-level guys. Joe Pyfer is a well-rounded fighter with serious power in both hands. 8 of his 12 career wins are by knockout, but he's no slouch on the ground. We actually saw him get his first UFC sub last time out against Abdul Razak El Hassan. Very interested, guys, to see how Pyfer in his first UFC main event will match up against the crafty veteran in Jack Hermansson. This fight is going to tell us a lot about the future of the UFC's middleweight division. The co-main event sees two super fun veterans at 145 pounds as 50K Dan Ige takes on Andre Touchy Fili. Let's start with the red corner, Dan Ige. 50K Dan Ige has long been one of the UFC featherweight division's best fighters, even though recent times have been rough. Ige is currently on a 2-4 skid in his last 6 fights, with all of his losses being by decision. Ige has never been finished in his career, however, he is a finisher of the highest order. Serious power and high-level jiu-jitsu skills have earned him the nickname 50K, referring to the post-fight bonus that UFC fighters get for a fight of the night or a knockout of the night. You can expect fireworks this weekend as he takes on a pretty similar fighter, another veteran in Team Alpha Males, Andre Touchy Fili. Andre Fili is a 20-fight UFC veteran who has faced some of the top guys in the UFC's featherweight division. Another well-rounded guy with some serious power, Andre Fili always puts on a show. Although he's never been able to put on a serious win streak in the UFC, many fans think that Andre Fili is one of the most skilled guys in the division, and still only being 33 years old, he definitely has some time to find his ultimate form. Two badass featherweights with two badass nicknames. Guys, 50K Dan Ige versus Andre Touchy Fili will be absolute fireworks. Other fights and fighters you should know about on this card. The Ukrainian Ihor Potieria takes on Polish newcomer and Robert Bryczek. Guys, we expect this fight to be a fast-paced, quick finish one way or the other. A fight of the night contender for sure between the American Brad Tavares and Brazil Obama himself, Gregory Robocop Rodrigues. Long-time UFC veteran and fan favorite Michael Johnson takes on relative newcomer Darrius Flowers in an old guard versus new guard type of fight. Rodolfo Viera versus Armen Petrosyan is your prototypical grappler versus striker affair. Highly touted Belgian prospect Bolaji Oki makes his UFC debut as he faces off against Bosnian veteran Damir Hadžević. And to open the card, we will see the 15-0 undefeated Peruvian fighter Daniel Marcos. Guys, UFC Fight Night Hermansson versus Pyfer takes place this Saturday, February the 10th at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas, and I cannot wait. If you guys enjoyed, please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, ring the little bell. You can also follow us on Instagram at the107MMA. I am Dino Bam Bam. This was the MMA Casuals Guide. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.